So I had felt that my Penn experience was a great one, and I had a lot to be grateful for from the university, and decided that I wanted to give back. I think that the type of people that I met at Penn were very entrepreneurial, were real go-getters. They certainly were an inspiration to me. And after working at a few different firms, found like I ran into blockades certain places and had certain ideas about how to do things. So going out on my own was an obvious solution. And it continues in the way that I run the firm today, where everybody has an opportunity in whatever position to make a contribution and to get rewarded accordingly.
My name is Dan Biting, and I'm a research assistant professor, and I'm also one of the directors of the Center for Host Microbial Interactions at Penn Vet. Right now, the work that I do is 100% covered by private philanthropy. Not only is my research heavily, if not wholly, supported by private funds, that's been disseminated through the vet school because a lot of the private funding we receive is 100% dedicated to pilot grants, seed grants. There's a return on every investment, or at least that's the goal, right? That's the goal in business, that's the goal in research as well. And so we track these funds, we track where they go, and we track what that enables that laboratory to do. We have, through about $300,000 in pilot grants, we've been able to turn that into $2.9 million in NIH, National Institutes of Health funding.
Social policy was just the first step. You know, a big lover of pets. It was actually one of my dogs getting sick that got me first introduced to the vet school many years ago. Thankfully, the dog is fine and happy today. And design has always been a passion. I've always been designing projects. And so all these things fit into my life. So I have some knowledge and bring the business aspect to them, and hopefully it integrates well.
One really key aspect of human disease is that it's spontaneous. One really interesting aspect of veterinary medicine is that we're working with animals that also develop spontaneous disease, and in many cases, those diseases look like the same diseases in people. You can study immunology in animals, you can study it in people, and we're often talking about many of the same things. And I think that's a really key thing about Penn Vet is this idea of One Health, that the broader global health picture is one that includes animals, it's one that includes the environment, and it's one that includes human health. Those are all interconnected pieces of the same public health puzzle.
I always enjoyed seeing the type of students that were coming through, meeting new students. There's something very exciting about someone young with everything in front of them and all the ideals they have and the excitement and energy that they bring with them.
I think one aspect of a gift like the one that Jay Goldman gave that's not maybe immediately apparent is a trickle-down effect. And that is these pilot awards that are given out as a result of this contribution allow students to generate tremendous amounts of data. So increasingly we're trying to equip students with the skills to deal with large data sets, and as a side effect of the donations that people like Jay Goldman have given, these students now will be able to start looking at acquiring those skills.
Penn is at the forefront of education and research, doing things that are changing the world in many different ways. If you want to make a difference in the world, Penn is a great place to invest.